Hey guys, welcome back to Krystal Klear Ideas, where we are diligently planning towards success. And in this video, I am finally going to share with you my 2020 lineup of my planners for this year. I am so excited. So we are not going to waste any time. We're going to dive right in, and I am going to start right here on top. First and foremost, I will be including my Haponichi into my 2020 lineup. This is something that I actually started last year and I really enjoyed it. It was awesome, and it is my everyday carry. And so if you want to see how I actually set up the back of this Haponichi, I'm going to link that video right here. But there is a part 2 to this Haponichi setup where I will be doing the calendar section and the first month of January monthly spread. And I cannot wait to share that with you. So you guys make sure that you stay tuned. So the Haponichi is going to be used as my everyday carry. I'm going to have top 3s each day of things that I need to accomplish. It's also going to have some expense trackers in here. Also some social media trackers for ideas and content ideas. And then it's also going to have a note section so that I have a section in this Haponichi to jot down things that may happen right away or things that I may need to document so that I can add them to my catch-all a little bit later. It is the perfect size. It is a half sheet Happy Notes, and I do have a video on my channel that talks about why I love my Haponichi, and it will not be leaving my lineup. It is here to stay. Next, I actually have my Wrong 18-month planner. This is actually January through December, and I am going to be utilizing this as my main catch-all spread. It is a vertical layout, and this is a planner that I actually purchased last year, 2019, in the new 18-month release, and I decided that I am going to finish this, and the reason is because I'm not about wasting my coin. I want to make sure that I use every single planner that I purchased. And so this planner is no different. It will continue to be in my lineup. I actually have this cover that I put on top just to house the rest of the inserts because I only place the inserts in my catch-all maybe 1 or 2 months at a time. This is actually the current catch-all right here. And so it has the actual Wrong cover on it with the rose gold discs, and I'm still utilizing it to finish out this last week in December. And so that's why it's there, but I am going to be utilizing this planner as my catch-all, and I cannot wait to share all of the different fun spreads that I have in store for 2020. So this is also in my lineup. Now, you guys, this is actually my current catch-all, but I am actually including my catch-all in my lineup because my catch-all in 2020 is going to encompass a little bit more. I'm going to have a few more sections, and these sections are going to be created sections. Now, this is the old 2019 setup, so stay tuned for the 2020 catch-all classic size planner setup, which will be coming very soon. But in this, I'm going to actually have a faith section, a budget section. I'm going to have a household planner. I'm going to have a the catch-all section, which will encompass the wrong. And then I'm also going to have 2 other sections that I will mention in that setup video. So you guys make sure you stay tuned for that. But this is actually going to be a completely customized planner. It's going to include the wrong inserts, but that is not all. I am actually going to share something very interesting with you. And when I set this up. So I also want to add this to my lineup because my catch-all is actually going to be a planner that's going to be added to my lineup. Even though the wrong planner is going to be encompassed in this, it is still technically a separate planner. So stay tuned for that. Next, I wanted to share this with you. This is a classic size Happy Notes, and this classic size Happy Notes actually is from the Happy Hostess line. And I actually am utilizing this as my a part of my faith planning, but this is actually for notes. So whenever I attend different events, I actually use this for notes. I actually have like assemblies, conventions, kits that I sell in my shop. I attended a Love Never Fails regional convention, and I had a assembly kit that was sold on LuxCleverCrafts. So make sure that you check out the link down below in the description box if you decide that you would like to receive one of these kits, because we do have 2 assemblies a year that we attend, or that I attend actually. And anytime I have different talks or sermons, as some people call it, but I call them talks, I actually like to take a lot of notes, and I keep all of my notes in one place so that I could always refer back to them. Sometimes when I do personal study, I like to review my notes and look up scriptures, and so it was perfect for me to go ahead and have this separately in its own notebook. So this is actually a part of my faith planning, but this is my notes, and I decided to keep them separate. I am not going to Frankenplan this because I want to be able to grab and go, and I don't want it to be too bulky. So I really like this. So far I have some dividers, some folders, different things in here, some pockets, keep some different programs, and this actually is one of the kits that I was speaking of that is at my shop. This is the Love Builds Up, and it's going to take place a little bit later. So yes, I'm super excited. So I get a chance to keep those here. And so this is actually one of my faith planning notebooks that I am using in my lineup this year. That will remain separate. So you actually may not see this because I usually use it for note taking, but I did want to include it in my lineup because it is going to be an integral part of my lineup this year. Of course, my catch-all will have a faith section, and I can't wait to share with you what that will be. This is also a faith notebook, and this is the classic size Happy Notes. Good things are going to happen with the lemons. I love it. I actually utilized this last year as well, and it will continue and remain in my lineup. This one is actually used for personal study. Once a week, I actually get an opportunity to set aside an hour of personal study. I actually have personal study project ideas that I do at the beginning of the year. This is the one for 2019, and as I complete certain things, I check them off. I will redo one for 2020, but I actually love this, and I hope that you guys take this idea where you have a personal study session where you sit down and actually write down a list of things that you actually want to delve deeper in when it comes to the scriptures, numbers and their importance, 9 fruitages of the Spirit, resurrections in the Bible, Jesus' different methods of teaching, strong women who stood for what was right. So these are the things that I wanted to research and just find out extra information about. And I actually enjoy doing scripture research, and I do that once a week for my personal study. And I actually track all of the things that I've researched in here. So this is something that I don't really share, but I do highly, highly recommend that you guys get an opportunity to do that. I like to make charts. I like to make graphs. I like to do all kinds of different fun projects when it comes to, you know, my faith and strengthening it. And so this is something that I want to continue on into doing. And I do have a pocket in here where I keep pictures. This one's of Abigail, super, super cute. And, you know, different things that I want to utilize, because the one thing is I do use stickers in my personal study notebook. And the reason is because if it is not something that you enjoy, you're not going to do it. And that is something that I strongly believe, and I thoroughly enjoy faith planning. I thoroughly enjoy making sure that I get an opportunity to research, because I love to do research. And so that's something that will always continue and always be an integral part of my lineup. So you guys, my lineup is very slim. As you can see, I only have 5 different planners in my lineup. Now, of course, my recipe planner, I will bring that out from time to time, but it's not something that's in my lineup this year because I am being very intentional. And I do have a lot of recipes in my mind and that I cook on a regular basis, but documenting will be something that I'll do just as an outlet. It won't be something that I'll do on a regular basis. And so I didn't want to include it in my lineup. But I am so excited to get an opportunity to share my 2020 lineup with you guys. I cannot wait to go in deep detail about my catch-all planner, because that is going to be my planner that I really delve into and keep everything. It's going to house every single thing. So with my Haponichi and my Catchall planner, those two are going to be the top planners that you guys will actually get a chance to see here on my channel. And I am also going to be filming some videos on KKI IGTV, so make sure you're following me on Instagram so that you can catch that. And you guys, if you have any questions about my lineup, things that I am utilizing in my lineup, or if there's just something that you want to see more about or get more information of, don't hesitate to comment down below. I will be so excited to share what I have learned with you guys, as well as some of my suggestions and tips. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.